Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. We're going to throw. May. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Here is Young. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. It's Young off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Young. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his... Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run right here with Brooks. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 78 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, May. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 57 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking to throw, Young. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Young will set to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Adetomiwa Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Throwing here is May. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Young. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
In motion goes the tight end. Now here's Young. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Dalton. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Panthers field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll throw with May. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Third and 3. To throw, it's May. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here comes Brooks. And bulldozing his way through. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Dalton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Here's Dalton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing, Dalton. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And Dalton to throw. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Here's Brooks. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll run with Brooks. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's May. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. On the return, Johnson. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now, Dalton. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From midfield here, Dalton. That one complete to Leggett. Touchdown, Carolina! Xavier Leggett, 50 yards. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. 17 touchdowns, you remember, for this rookie during the regular season, and now he has his first in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big play ability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw, May. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
To the air, May. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Andy Dalton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 42-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From the shotgun, May with it. Smith catches left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And they'll try to run the option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a toss right to Barkley. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
That's the score. Eagles 38, Panthers 31.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Panthers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing here is May. He has Mayer complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Johnson on the return.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here. Running the toss to Brooks here.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
From the gun, it's May.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick.
But he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
But not only do they get the interception, now they've got it 1st and goal and already in chip shot range here for a field goal to write it into this script.
Brandon, they have to be thinking to themselves, do we just run the field goal kicker out there right now? Most teams, though, tend to run a play or two, take care of the football, and then kick it on 3rd down.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle with Brooks here.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another